Welcome back to Breakfast Television. There's a reason lots of people are choosing not to have big TVs in certain rooms of their homes. They're beautiful when they're on and a giant black mirror when they're off. So Mike is here now to show us a television that claims to virtually disappear in the room when it's not in use.
Sounds
really?
too good to be true,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So when Samsung unveiled this television, they flew me to New York and I saw it and I went, whoa. Took a step back and I was impressed and I thought, I've got to see if it really works at home the same way it works here. So that's why I brought it into the studio. So we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
But first, so this is what's called a QLED television.
Okay.
And what that is basically, it's an LED TV, but it has a film over top of the screen with these tiny little minuscule particles, and the light shines through that, and that's what gives it all the bright colors and the deep dark blacks. It's all about that film with all these tiny little nanoparticles.
Oh, like, look at the red just popping.
It's beautiful, and I've played video games on this, watched 4K Blu-rays on it, and the picture is amazing. But that's only part of the story with the television.
Okay.
So picture, great. This is really interesting right here. This down here is called the One Connect cable. That one cable, technically you can run it through the wall, but I put it down here on purpose so everyone at home can see it.
Okay.
That is your power. That is your HDMI cables. Everything is all in one tiny little cable. Wow. And notice how it's almost transparent?
Wow. Yes.
It's meant to blend into the wall. So you have cables everywhere, because that's a huge problem with TVs. You have cables everywhere because you have tons of devices plugged in.
Yeah.
This cable is 5 meters long, and if you back up, it actually runs all the way to this box that's standing behind you. This is the One Connect box. So you can have all your different components. There's 4 HDMIs on this.
Okay.
You can have it 5 meters away, or if you want to pay a little bit extra, you can have it up to, I think it's 10 or 15 meters away. So all your components, whether it's satellite, cable, you name it, it can be across the room. You can just have the TV on the wall the way it should, right?
Yes.
No distractions. But what really sets this apart is something called ambient mode. And that's the mode that's trying to make the TV disappear when you're not watching television.
Right.
So I'm going to grab one of the Galaxy smartphones here, because you actually set up the television with a smartphone.
Oh, okay.
Or you can use the remote. So when you go into ambient mode, you can display different colors on the screen.
Oh.
So if you have a white wall or a gray wall, in this case it's marble, it's supposed to blend in. You can change the different color patterns. Let's see. I'm going to show what some wood paneling might look like.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
You can have some brick. But what's really neat is there's an app. And you take a picture, you stand back, and you take a picture of the wall around your TV.
Right.
And watch what happens. Takes a second. It can mimic the background so it blends seamlessly into your living room or your living space.
That is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Now at home, I should mention, the colors are going to be a little bit off. We have a lot of studio lights shining on here.
Yes, of course.
So it doesn't quite translate at home. You might find the color is slightly off. But in studio, it actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does.
This television works really well when you have solid colors or very basic patterns. You can make it blend in.
Okay.
Now, to get this pattern on the screen, this took some time.
Right.
Full disclosure, I used the app for over an hour on a couple of occasions trying to get the television to mimic the pattern surrounding it. It has to do with light, it has to do with pattern, it has to do with colors. So there's a lot of different. It does take time, but you can get it looking really nice. Samsung says this is still a work in progress. They're constantly updating the software.
Okay.
So in a month, it could be totally different. It could be way more easier. So if you have space that you want this television to blend into, it could take a lot of tinkering. Just fair warning. It's not as easy as they make it look like on the website or the commercials. But overall, the QLED television, they're beautiful TVs from Samsung. And if you have the patience and you have something like this and you don't want that big black mirror, it's worth checking out.
Wow, fascinating. It kind of just disappears, just like that.
Disappearing TV.
That's incredible. Mike, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're going to go for a break here on Breakfast Television. When we come back, we have news, weather, and traffic. Stay with us.